The views, opinions, and pages shared by U Wealth Revolution and guests are not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.
Hello and welcome, everyone. It's Darius Barazande. Thank you for tuning in and connecting. We have one of my favorite guests, Dawn Crystal, and we're going to have some big fun today because we are going to be carrying through Dawn's voice the codes, the remembrances, the higher vibrational energy that will help to activate the DNA energetics that will move you past maybe things that have been holding you back. But even more importantly, these DNA energetics, this entropic DNA that many of the scientists wrongfully believe, at least in my opinion, that is like 97%, they say junk DNA is not junk at all. It's part of our higher dimensional awareness, part of our higher dimensional consciousness. And we're going to be diving into that today and actually helping you to activate this, not just through Dawn's voice, but also through the work of some of the higher energetics that come through her. Now, we're going to be fine tuning our DNA and activating what might be dormant DNA through these codes, through the voice, through the frequency that gets transmitted. And we're going to be helping you to tap into your full potential and also move away from some of the invisible forces could be holding you back. I know a lot of you say it just feels like there's things holding us back. There's frequencies, there's energies, there's almost like this invisible level of resistance that when you get to a certain point, you bump up against and then you go right back down. And we're going to talk about that because this is part of a greater cosmic dance that's happening. And it's our time, it's our inheritance, it's our role on earth to move beyond that. And so it's going to be super exciting. Now, our guest today, Dawn Crystal, she's an internationally recognized sound voice soul healer. She's a direct channel to God, the creator, medical intuitive. She's also a respected intuitive life coach, a soul reader, and a pain release expert. And she's the best-selling author of 6 books. And we're going to be sharing exactly what Dawn discovered and how she works. But one of the things she does, which is very unique, is through her voice, she clears emotional, physical blockages so they can actually move out of the body, and people who receive this can begin to manifest their highest selves, their full life potential, and lead lives and businesses in a way that aligns to their soul's purpose. She's been helping clients in many ways. One big one is releasing discomfort, or what we might call painful energy. She also works with the emotional and the physical, and she's actually been herself miraculously healed from major life-threatening health conditions, including cancers and unknown illnesses that were not able to be treated under the traditional methods. She's also a mentor and a go-to person, and she's been interviewed on our show, The Today Show, Dr. Oz, and many other spaces and places around the world. Now, I want to share a few things people have been saying about Dawn and her amazing work. One person wrote in and they said, "Dawn, you've shifted my life in ways I cannot imagine. The energy has lifted some of the darkest things that I was afraid to face, and they're simply gone." So we're going to be diving in and connecting to this energy and helping you to move forward. And Dawn, I want to welcome you back to Youth Revolution. Thanks for being here.
Aloha. Hi, Darius. Wow, I feel like hi everybody. I don't do many videos, everybody. So when I'm here, it's very rare. Hi, everybody. I see someone's beautiful face there. Asara, is that it, right? Well,
I love it.
I'm just humbly grateful to be back. You know, Darius, it's been a while, but I've been on my soul felt. Oh, I love the hearts. Darius, you have such a beautiful community, soul family here. Oh, I love it. I'm so touched. See, that means so much to me. That's, part of me being here is we're all here to contribute, Darius,
Absolutely.
I'm just grateful to be here with you here in your soul family today.
Well, they're grateful too. It sounds like you're getting heart bombed everywhere.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, guys.
Dawn, a lot of people may not know your story. They may see you say, "Oh, well, if she was on Dr. Oz, if she was on these different shows, she's just amazing."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she might say, "Wow, this is just amazing."
Oh, there I am. Okay.
But they may not know that you had to go through some challenges. Take us back. What kind of was your life like before you tapped into, I want to say your soul gifts, but also this awareness of what's possible?
My life was, I grew up in chaos, everybody, and I've written 6 books. I'm not here to promote them. I'm just trying to tell you that I wrote about my life in my books, but Yeah, day one, trauma. I came in with a lot to clear this lifetime. I
Day
didn't
one on
realize.
Earth trauma.
Oh yeah, I probably want to go back and maybe that's why my mom had such a hard labor. I didn't want to come
Oh,
out. I think on some level I knew what I was getting into, but here I am. Obviously, been doing my healing work 30 years, living on Maui, like a long time, living in this Lemurian energy. But really going back, Darius, I grew
mm,
up in chaos. I grew up in a family. I knew that this was all karmic energy now, but back then I was just wondering why I wasn't loved, why I grew up in a family that was so unloving, just verbally traumatizing, all kinds of trauma. I grew up with
mm,
my stepbrothers my brothers, I call them my brothers now, but my whole family, just watching everybody, pretty much everybody kill themselves in my family. When I was growing up, I was innocent, very innocent. I didn't have any upbringing. I like to say my upbringing was worse than wolves. I think wolves raised their wolves better than I was, but you know,
mm.
give and take. I've forgiven everybody and done all my work on that. But I just grew up with no guidance, no love. I mean, let me give you an example. I mean, I ran away from home at age 5. I was on the streets with no curfews at whatever age I can remember. I didn't have any curfews. My mom wasn't a drug addict or anything, but she definitely had issues, and she was trying to do her best back then. I didn't
Mm.
realize it, but she had a lot of kids to maintain and no husbands there too. I didn't have a father, and my stepbrothers did not have their father either. So my mom was raising 6 kids, okay? But it was chaos, no direction. Um, my whole life was just empty, no love from day one. My everyone drank in my family except my mom was a foodaholic. She ate herself to death. And the rest, and I don't mean to be humorous. I mean, I have so much compassion. I was the only one there. I was kind of like the second to last child, and I had a younger brother that was younger than me that actually passed away too at age 16. That's another
Mm.
traumatizing part of my life. I had to watch him die because he was on drugs so bad, and there was nothing I could do. And
You
I was 1 year older than him. But just
you went,
go
yeah.
ahead. I mean,
You wound
what's
up
your?
homeless, and
Oh yeah, I
when you
was.
were homeless, what shifted it? What did you start to, and I ask this for people that are trying to find in themselves kind of like that Christ light, that essence that sets us free, even from the most
Mhm.
challenging things. What is that that you started to discover, or that you started to put your
Mhm.
attention on, that set you free?
Well, I was older when I went homeless. I was running away from home when I was a child because no one was watching me. But I really didn't go homeless, Darius, to after my second marriage. I was married twice. The first marriage just fell apart. The second marriage was chaos. I married an alcoholic. And then from there, I mean, I was really coming into awakening. Maybe you might say awakening deeper, even though I knew on some level I was always divinely taken care of, even though I couldn't put my finger on it. I always felt growing up in my life I had angels around me or just something
Okay.
around me protect me because I've had so many instances in my life, Darius, car accidents, everything where I should not be here. I mean, after car accidents where my car was so looked like an accordion and I walked out with not a scratch. And I couldn't put a finger on it because I wasn't awake back then. But really, my coming into when I really went homeless was when I was at the end of my second marriage, which was really a mess. My husband at the time had a motorcycle accident, almost just it just he was in the hospital for months, and I just said this is not the life that I want. I'm attracting the wrong type of people, even though I didn't have a mentor back then either. I was an adult, and I was actually believe it or not, I was even in law enforcement earlier in with my first husband. So I've had a lot of different hats, you might say, I've worn in this
Right.
lifetime. I've had many jobs. It's not who I am, but it definitely has opened me up to a lot of life experience. When I was in law enforcement, I just want to let you know I've always had a drive, Darius, to help others. And I think because I grew up in such a chaotic family, I felt that the need at that time to go into law enforcement just to help others. And I was really good because I was I was helping people every day, with issues. And I was really good as far as talking to people, with compassion, not just talking, like a job. I was actually really compassionate. And then, so that's where I started. But then after my second marriage with the second husband going in after the motorcycle crash, I just went into a store and saw a magazine and saw a book that said "Go to the Sun," And I said, what the
Hmm.
sun? I mean, I go to Hawaii every year. I mean, I was going to Hawaii every year, even when I was in law enforcement, because I knew that that was a place I was guided to. I mean, I just went there
Right.
because I felt it was just a place of refuge. So I did that every year. I was on the force, and every year, pretty much before I met here, I came here and moved and went homeless. But I saw the sun, and I said, this is not working with me. I just served. I went in and really felt strongly guided through the heart. Everybody that I need. I went in and just got divorced. And I said, that's it. Gave everything away. I was very successful back then. So guys, just know I wasn't in law enforcement. I actually owned businesses back then. I was in a beauty business, believe it or not. I owned a couple of beauty businesses, canning salons. I owned all that. Okay. I was into all that stuff back then. So that's where I came from. I gave my ex pretty much everything I owned. I said, he would have really caused a lot of problems for me I could see he was that type of person. I just said, take it all, take the house, take everything. I'm going. I took 2 bags of clothes, one-way ticket to Maui, or I was actually yeah, one-way ticket to the Big Island. I first started there and then I came over here a month later, but that's another story. But anyway, I came over one-way ticket. I just took a very little bit of money and some jewelry that I felt to take. I don't know why I took the jewelry, but I took the jewelry and just came out of plane. I
Wow.
just came, had nowhere to go, lived out of a car. I had just enough money. I didn't bring any. I didn't realize Hawaii was so expensive.
Yeah.
what a
Yeah.
stick what a sticker shock when you're really coming with a bag of clothes, some jewelry, and a very like less than $1,000. And then I get here and I said, oh my God, I can't even afford to rent a car. So I went into a rent-a-wreck place and was able to scrounge some money to get the rent-a-wreck and lived out of that for about a half a year. And I was really divinely guided at the time because I think I had an ego back then because I had to get out of the law enforcement type of energy and survival energy. So my ego was really crushed like an ant at the time because didn't know what to do, and I was just guided
Mm.
daily to sell some jewelry at the pawn shop. Believe it or
Mm.
not, guys, this sounds so crazy, but it's so true. Sell some jewelry at the pawn shop and then go, and I would get money, just enough money, pretty much a lot of times to put gas in my car and go to McDonald's and eat the dollar menu. I was living on the dollar menu at McDonald's at the time. Now,
Wow.
I'm grateful for that dollar menu. It wasn't
Yeah.
organic, guys, but
No.
that's how I survived. Okay. And
Wow.
that went on for 6 months. Okay. And
Now,
then after
Don,
this,
can I
okay.
ask you real quick? Because you
Oh, sure.
started working with people on the beach, from what I remember,
Oh, yeah.
doing
We're going there
sound
next.
healing. And yeah, so take us to that. What happened when
Oh,
you started discovering that your voice was a portal of sorts? It was emitting
yeah.
something that was
Yeah.
helping people, helping
Well,
bodies,
that's,
from what I remember.
oh, yeah. That was amazing. Yeah. So I would go to the beach and just park at the time. My logic was to save gas. I had to get to my next stop where I could
Yeah.
sleep at night and have a shower at the beach park the next day because that's how I showered. I didn't have a hotel. So I stopped and then all of a sudden I was just really I was a nervous wreck. I was a wreck. I had nobody. And these sounds just started coming through me at the beach. I was just trying to sit there and waste some time out where I could figure out where I was going to sleep for the night and the police wouldn't bother me. So and all of a sudden these sounds would start coming through my voice. I was humbled. I was crushed. My ego was crushed. I mean, and these sounds came through me a little bit more every time I would go to the beach. It didn't happen in one shot, okay? But as the sounds started coming through me, I was kind of felt weird about them. I was like, oh, what is this? They're talking years ago when people weren't really into the spiritual stuff. So it was really weird to me. So the sounds got stronger every time I go. And then all of a sudden there's more people kind of walking by. I mean, you're talking, you know, years, 25, 30 years ago,
Yeah.
people weren't really into that, but the people would knew something was there. They would hear me, and then some people would walk by again and say, "Lady, I want to sit with you." And then I have a entourage of people. I'm not looking for anybody. I didn't even know I was a healer. I just sat there and make sounds, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, I love your sounds. I just want to sit here and
And
just sit with you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
yeah. And what
I was
started
like,
happening, Don, with people when you started
"Oh, oh, they
focusing a
were.
little bit on humans and like, okay, now what did you start seeing happen?
Oh, people were just like telling me that. I mean, I'm being very honest. I mean, a lot of people's aches and pains were disappearing. One guy said I had a bad back. My pain's gone. When are you coming back? When are you coming back again? I want to come over here. You know, my wife's doing yoga. I'm just going to come sit with you. And, so I had a couple people just come over and I would say, okay, well, I'll try to get back here tomorrow. And then some people would give me a tip. I wasn't looking for money. I
Mm.
wasn't looking for anything, but they would tip me. And I was grateful because all I had back then was a cell phone. I had to
Yeah.
still keep the cell phone going too. So that's what happened. And it grew. And then after that, word of mouth got around. One of the girls who was walking the beach was actually in a spa. I'm going to make it quicker because I know I go on for hours. But she worked in a spa. I could go on for hours, believe me. So she walked the beach every day, and the spa was down the beach by a luau. Okay. She says,
Mm.
there's a spa over here I work at during the day. The owner of the spa is going through a divorce. She's looking for something that she could open her spa at night and bring in some people because she needed some money. And she saw that I was doing this. She goes, "You do any kind of like other work or stuff like that?" I said, "Well, I do sound, and I could probably, back then I kind of knew I was an intuitive, so I said, maybe I could do some kind of a reading or something." So like, oh, perfect. So I went the next day, met the owner of the spa. Her name is Natalie. This is so crazy. And she put a sign on the door, and everybody who would walk past the spa at night, you can't make this up, Darius. This is so true. Everybody who passed the spa at night from the luau would see my sign on the door saying intuitive readings, energy clearing, or energy work. Come in, dollar
Wow.
per minute, dollar per minute.
Wow. Hey, that
So
doesn't sound bad, but it adds up.
yeah, it worked. Well, it got me people. It got me
Yeah,
clients because
dollar a
from there,
minute's like heck
and
yeah.
gave me confidence. I didn't
Yes.
have any confidence back then. So that's where I started. And I would come in at night. I would
Wow.
sit. Back then they didn't have the rules like I didn't really touch anybody, so it wasn't like a big thing. Like you're not you don't need I didn't need a license
Yeah, you're doing
because I
sound.
was just blowing on people and I was just making sound, so there wasn't a liability. So people would sit down and I would just kind of blow around their bodies and I would just do intuitively. I wasn't like knowing what I know now. I know how to channel the energy, but back then I was just doing it guided and intuitive because I was so humbled and so her surrendered that I was just making sound, giving them readings, and these people loved it. And they were paying me, and they were. I mean, my tip jar was doing pretty darn good. I was really grateful because that got me out of my rut because I
Yeah.
did have to find a job. I didn't stay homeless for forever, and I didn't go right into healing either. My healing started slowly. Everybody, I
Yeah.
wasn't like here I am. I took
Yeah.
I took a healing class here. No, I never did that. I actually learned the way that a real true healer should learn. I learned from humble beginnings. I worked up, got my confidence, got my clientele, and of course, as it slowly grew, I actually even got a regular job because I had to have a regular job. I couldn't live pawning
Right. So
jewelry.
Don, question on when you
Yeah,
started working with people through the sound, a lot of people are probably wondering the
yeah.
mechanism of how what you do kind of works into the bodies, the biofields, kind of
Oh
the
yeah.
blockages. How do you see that? Because your work is very unique. Y'all are going to get to hear it on. It's not like anything you've probably heard before. Believe me, it's part
No.
angelic. It sounds almost like it's coming from another realm or another dimension. It very well
Well,
might be. So I just want to prepare people. It's not
mhm.
like anything else you've heard, but explain a little bit about what you think
Well,
is happening.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's humming. It's probably going to sound like humming here, because I'm not in front of you. It's not really my sounds. It's not really my sound. My sound is a carrier. It's really coming from my heart and my soul. My soul
Mm,
is so. I really know my soul is very high vibrational. I mean, it's like I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody, but I know my soul is really magnificent. I've seen it. I feel it. But back then, how I know I've been working in the biofield, guys, for over 30 years. Okay, that's what it is. It's the work. It's the auric field, but it's biofield too. I actually see now. Back then, I kind of could see energy, but now when I'm working with a person or groups, I kind of see energy. I can see
okay.
energy, how it's flowing, what's needed, because I have all senses activated. I'm a sensory. I don't just get it one way. I get it from all different ways. That's why I can't be a healer all the time. It's overloading for me when I'm not turned on like this. So I'm
Okay.
multi-sensory. I got all my senses going. But when I'm working with the person, say for instance, I just gave a client, even if it's on the phone, I don't really work in person anymore. I see inside their body, but I also communicate with them on a soul level. I have an ability to connect with a person's higher self, which is very important because this is one of my rules. I only work what I'm guided to do. Okay, because I know there's a
Okay.
lot of healers out there. I know that there's a timing for everything. Okay, there's wisdom that we need to learn, even if it's not the best wisdom that we want. Maybe it's painful for a while. But I'm always guided by the higher self to say, this is what I need. This is what I need to work on. This is what I'm ready for right now. So I honor the person's higher self before I go in and start shifting and changing energy. Okay. So that's number one. That's how I tune into everybody is I say, where do I go from here? And I get that guidance. And then from there, I start looking in the body. Of course, people come to me and they say, I got an ache and pain here. And then on and I can see blockage in the body. Um,
Yeah.
I could tell, even some people, a lot of people come to me, they know me over the years, and I'm good with pain and stuff like that. And I see blockage, but I'm also good um, to seeing, people who have had car accidents and injuries and stuff
Mm.
that's blockage that you can't help, but it just happens because we live in this physical body, in this physical
Yes.
life we're living, and we're going to have things that happen to us. Even me, I have stuff that happens to me. I've been poisoned to death. I almost died like 6 years ago. Okay, guys, I'm a healer, and I had to learn how to. That's how I learned to heal poison. I had to heal myself from being
Yeah.
poisoned to death.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I had rat poisoning. I almost died. Yeah,
And you've also had some life-threatening things that you were able to
yeah,
shift. And we're going to talk about some of this.
yeah.
But one of the things I want to do, because I know a lot of folks have come, they want to work with you. So I'm going to invite folks to raise their hand because we
Okay,
are going to take some callers. One
great.
area that is coming through, I think, especially now, is ancestral and
Yeah.
subconscious patterns and subconscious
Oh yeah.
patterns from our ancestors. Tell me
Mhm.
about this, because
Oh
this
yeah.
is a little bit of our focus today.
Oh
How does
boy.
this
Yeah.
fit in, and how does this maybe block our life now as you see it?
Darius, I just went through a big episode myself 2 days ago. Funny that came up in the DNA. I'm a
At least you
DNA
knew
ex.
what to do with it.
Oh, I did, but I want to tell you something. I was never always a DNA expert. I am now. I know how to shift the DNA. I need to
Oh,
upgrade
wow.
our DNA. That's a lot to do with our biofield because even with me 2 days ago, I had nobody could help me. Okay,
Mm.
I mean, I tried. I had entities. I had everything going on here and weird energy, and I just was stumped. I had to go in deep meditation in order to figure it out because it wasn't just a normal entity clearing on me. Okay, it was from my DNA, my ancestral energy coming through. Okay, that's where I mean, probably I was supposed to go through this so I could be here today with
For you
integrity.
could share it
Yeah,
today. That's right.
so
And
I
up
had to go
level.
through.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
that's
it
how it
was a
works.
major DNA upgrade for myself. I've never I mean, it was like I was going against walls trying to clear through this. And as soon as I cleared through that, all that stuff disappeared. It wasn't just
Whoa.
like from this dimension, it was from my past. It was from my DNA. And this happened 2 days ago. So even me, guys, even I have stuff, but that's how I learned. I didn't learn
Yes.
because I took some class. I learned wholeheartedly from my own experience. And I know that the experience I have has not been really comfortable, but that's how I could be truly a healer and know what I'm talking about. A DNA upgrade sounds really nice and all, but if you don't even know what it is, I mean, how could you shift somebody? You know what I'm saying? So
We're
I
getting
know how to shift DNA in people, and that's really important right now with a lot of a lot of us are getting bumped against
Mhm.
our biofield with the ancestral energies right now because you have Darius, how long you been doing this work? I mean, you've been on this ear here probably
uh
the longest.
not just the show, but probably
Yeah.
20
Okay.
20 years at least. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got people here who've been following you all those years. So you figure all the healers and all the work that everybody's been doing here. This is the deeper part of the stuff that's coming up now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've done all the past lifetime stuff on myself. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I had another past life I had to clear too. But I'm not saying it's going to end. But a lot of the deeper stuff that's hidden, we're really coming into the, you talk about the new vibration here and everything. Well, a lot of this stuff that we've been carrying, even if it's not our own and our own ancestral energy, inherited stuff, is going to hit the walls with us, guys. It's going to hit the walls and it's going to knock, knock, and it may come up in some weird distortion like I had the other day. And it was weird, okay, because I never had it like that before. I've cleared DNA, but not like that, where it's coming through like entities and negativity coming through. And what the heck? I was like, what's going
Okay.
on here?
Hmm.
I thought it was pretty clear.
We're
So,
getting a question from Amita on the
okay.
biofield, and her question is, this is Amita Davery says, how is the biofield different than the auric field? That's a
Well,
great question,
the
Amita.
biofield is the energies that surround the body, but I work with the ancestral energies that are about I would say about 3 to 5 inches outside the body. There's like a stream of energy. And not
Mm,
everybody can see that, but that's something that I work with. Okay. It's a stream of energy through the biofield. So biofield and auric field can be similar, guys, but I feel like the biofield's a little bit closer to the body than the auric field could be a lot more expansive. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Okay.
that's how I kind of define it. So, but when I
Fantastic.
do clearings on people, I do clear auric because, one of my things that I'm really good at is clearing moving energy, guys. My voice really not only activates people and clears out, and works with the biofield and the ancestral energies that we have in our going on, but I also can move energy really well. I'm really good. I'm upgrading, I can
Tell
just
me a little bit
boost energy.
about health, Don, and
Yeah.
or well, body vitality and ancestral energy. So what is
Ugh.
the connection you're seeing between some of what our ancestors went through and maybe how that's affected the DNA? Because just for everybody, maybe if you're not familiar, there's a study which was very interesting they did on mice many years ago.
Yeah.
And basically what they did was they took like some mice, we'll call the grandparents, and
Yes.
every time the mice smelled a cherry blossom plant, which has
Yes.
a very like, charismatic, characteristic smell, they would give the mice a little tiny electrical shock. I don't think that's great to do, but this was the
Yeah.
study.
No. Right.
And what they found was every time they would smell the cherry blossom, the shock would happen. And then once they took away the shock, they would smell the cherry blossom. The mice would get, kind of agitated because they were expecting a shock.
Mhm.
And that's normal, right? That's the Pavlovian response, Pavlov's dog. But what they found then was that the children of those mice, when they presented this cherry blossom smell, they would also get agitated, even though they had never been
Mhm.
shocked. Now, that was interesting, right? They'd never been shocked, but the cherry blossom plant itself, the smell created the trauma. And then they found the grandchildren, same thing. Same thing. Two generations removed from
Yeah.
the original ones were carrying the imprint of fear around the smell of that cherry
Oh
blossom.
yeah.
Now, think about that in terms of money. Think about that times in terms of like war or political unrest or whatever else it is. And now you know why we have some reactions, maybe that are not necessarily things that we feel are things we control. They just kind of are happening in our body. And then here we are in this kind of wild time. And this becomes a real challenge now for health and other things too.
Absolutely. Well, I like to call them, I call it static in your biofield. Okay. I call it, it's like, it's static, it's like inherited imprints that we
Mm,
have, and we all have them in blocks. And I like to call those the negative distortions, and
right.
I also call them family miasms. I'm really good with family
Mm.
miasms. I never even knew what a miasm was until I had to start clearing them on myself.
What
Um,
is a miasm? I was going to ask you that. That was one of my
oh,
questions for today, and I
it's
forgot
actually
that.
it's something that you inherit from your families that show up as a distortion or kind of
Uh,
like a it's like static. It's something that, like you were just saying, that they were doing the testing. Well, it can
yeah,
come up with people anytime. I mean, I clear all kinds of miasms that were inherited. Okay, so we're talking, like, I'll give you examples like fungus.
yeah.
I have people who have fungus issues. They've tried every fungus medication and stuff, and I clear family fungus miasm, and it goes away. Now, cancer, this is a key. I am really good. I helped my other dog passed away, but boy, did I help him with cancer.
I,
He got poisoned like me. That's why I got cancer. But he did live 3 extra years by clearing his. And I clear other people. I clear my own too. It has come up for me too. Cancer miasm that I have to upgrade, because those cancer miasms, boy, are they stubborn. So you could
so
do. I'm not
you're
saying it's always cancer with miasms, but I'm saying that I know how to upgrade the DNA, and I know how to change your chromosomes. Okay.
and
That's really
again,
important.
guys, I'm going to say we're not doctors, so this is
No, no,
Don
I
looking
just
the
know what I
energy. So
see it. Yeah,
okay,
okay, guys, I'm a healer. Okay, I'm just telling you what I take it, whatever you want to say from me. I'm just
yeah,
speaking what I know. Okay,
right,
so
right, right.
I clear the cancer miasm, and my can it's just any disposition. I mean, you don't have, people sometimes have that and it doesn't go away, and that could go into cancer. I'm not saying that there's not other things that cause cancer. I'm talking it's a big one that gets overlooked because most people don't know. And
Can I
I'm
ask?
not going to say anything about the medical profession, but they don't
Yeah,
know either. I do, but I
can I
clear
ask
family
though?
miasms all the time. Okay, which
So when
includes
you
cancer.
so when you say miasm or
Uh-huh.
like a
I clear the
cancer
distortion.
miasm, for example, miasm could be replaced with the word distortion, right? It's
Just
kind of
well, I'm using distortion as well. Hmm.
right. So it's kind of like a is it like a ball of energy, like a remembrance or a pattern of energy that
Hmm.
is coming from a family line? Is that how you might
Yes,
describe a miasm?
absolutely,
So we say like
absolutely.
a cancer miasm, it's like you may have a potential timeline of
Hmm.
such a thing because
Hmm.
those in your family line carry the emotional energy that maybe, as we know, kind of lends to those types of physical manifestations. Is that the way you
Mhm.
would describe a miasm?
Well, they come up at times. I
Okay,
mean, I have. I'm not saying that they go away forever, but I know that my work clears them. I mean, really clears them because I've had mine come
clears the
up several
miasm.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Wow.
mean, we're talking even mental factors. I'll give you that one.
Right.
Mental
Right.
factors is one that people I mean, it could cause you to feel, I mean, that's like ancestral uh a deep ancestral trauma. It comes up as a mental factors a lot of times. And that could be making you feel kind of wacky sometimes, and you feel like you're losing your mind, and you're debating if you should go on mental drugs. And I'm not telling you if you should or you shouldn't. You do what you follow your heart and your guidance with your doctor. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just telling you that I clear these really easy, and a lot of that just disappears. All this crazy looping thoughts. I've cleared it. I've cleared it so many times on myself and people. Those mental factors really bad because they're inherited, and it usually comes from our ancestral line. Okay. Um.
What I'd like to do
Yeah.
in
A
a
lot of
moment,
other ones
Don,
too.
sorry to jump in. I want to get to some
Yeah.
questions. I know we got a lot of
Yeah.
folks here. And again,
Okay.
I'm gonna just clarify
Uh
that
huh.
what we're looking at is the underlying energy that could be behind situations. So we're not offering medical advice, guidance, or
No,
treatment.
not at all.
We're working on balancing the body's underlying energy. And we know that, we've heard this again and again. Dr. Louise Hay, or Louise Hay, she wasn't a doctor, heal
Yeah.
your energy, heal your life. The whole idea was that
Absolutely.
physical conditions carry some sort of emotional underpinning. It's almost like the foundation. And if we don't address that emotional energy, then this can lead to something else. So we want to get to the emotional
Yes.
energy behind it. And we're going to move into that. Don,
Yeah.
and again, guys, let us know what's going on with you. Anything you want to share about the sound or anything
Yeah.
about what you're doing before we take a couple callers, maybe begin. And what we're going to do is lift some of the energy. We're going to kind of give people a little taster sample, and maybe Don can give you some insights as well as to what's going on with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I do clear the distortion, which is everything's energy. You know,
Yep. Yep.
everything that manifests in the physical is always from an energetic level. And yes, Darius, you're right. If it's left without being taken care of, I mean, a lot of us compound on it with other things. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying whatever you feel to do, do. But I'm saying if we could get to the root causes of problems, which is usually in the energetics, that's where things don't manifest into a greater issue, which could be a health
Right.
problem, guys. Uh, that's what I'm good
That's
at.
right.
I mean, that's what I really, that's my gifts, that's what I focus on is
All
root
right.
causes of problems. But I get a little bit complex here with miasms because I've really been in this work for so long that I just, it's just what I do. I'm just good at it. But I also, like I said, I upgrade chromosomes. I can get into that. So it's a little deeper, but upgrading your chromosomes sometimes is needed. Uh, and I know when to do that. So, with people, but DNA upgrade is definitely one of the big ones. And
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not just talking
sorry.
about, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, Ashera. I'm sorry I unmuted you. And do
Oh,
you have a
hi,
question for
Sarah.
Don? I saw your video on. I thought, well, maybe you wanted to talk to
Oh,
Don. So
I just want to say thank you. Last time you came here,
oh, great.
you gave me a powerful healing, and Darius
Oh,
was so cooperative, and I felt it,
oh,
and I told you I barely trust anybody, so I don't have those bad thoughts anymore. So I want to thank you.
oh,
So
really? Well, tell us what
wait.
happened.
I didn't hear that. What happened? I didn't hear
Yeah.
either.
your last visit, you work on me on here. You
On
worked
your
on.
stomach? On your abdomen?
No, I had terrible thoughts. I had lost a wish to live because
Oh,
I was mourning 3 person and I
I'm
was not
sorry.
dreaming anymore. And, like, I just want to share that I felt it. I
Oh, thank you.
cried tons, massive tons, and Darius offered a space.
Wow.
I didn't feel rushed, and it was fantastic. I felt it.
Great.
And I'm very sensitive. And so today okay, maybe I could say one thing. I cried because of your story because I lived 12 years in my van.
Oh,
I was running away from
oh,
people.
I'm sorry. Yeah, really hard. It's so
Well,
hard. I have such compassion for you.
I'm not anymore, but it's hard to be stuck. But the thing is that you spoke. I hide. I have addictions. I'm a compulsive person. I do everything. I overeat. I do a lot of things. I'm a healer, and I done powerful work. which sounds like doing laser operation,
Wow.
fixing
Okay.
broken bones, things like. But you see, I'm out of service because I did not charge, so
Yeah.
I'm depleted. But what I want to say is that I'm fed up to hide. I'm not hiding anymore. I have addictions, and we barely speak about addiction, but you did speak about your mom eating, and
Oh,
she.
my mom was, yeah, everybody was addictive in my family. Everybody.
So
I'm the
here's
only
the
one who turned out not that way because I had to take them as an example.
So I decided, okay, I'm gonna say it because
Bless you.
being spiritual, we hide these things because it's not
No.
noble. But there's a
Right.
lot of psychic that has also compulsive addictions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, I took my hand off, but then Darius is so smart. Maybe
Yeah.
I had to say it. So I'm not hiding anymore.
Yeah.
I have addictions, patterns. I'm sensitive. The Wi-Fi burns my flesh. So Darius, you're gonna do a special about 5G. I have pictures. It's burned my flesh. Wi-Fi burns
Oh
my
my gosh.
flesh.
Mm.
This because I have addictions to noise. I have to wear to cancel noise.
Mm-hmm.
But I lose
Mm.
my hair. I lose my hair
I'm sorry.
from the Bluetooth. So I don't want to say much more because there's precious people
Okay.
here. They need your help, but I wanted to mention it. Okay, addictions, electrosensitive to noise. We are
Oh yeah.
a lot of people that works with energy. We are more sensitive. Like apparently, I'm
Yeah.
super.
Oh yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
Wi-Fi burns my flesh. I took pictures, but now I'm plugged in my computer, so I don't let the Wi-Fi free. It really
Good for
burns
you.
me. My feet becomes like all
Yeah.
it
Mm.
hurts. So just want to say that I want to thank you. I
God
trust
Thank
bless
you,
you.
you.
and there is no coincidence. I cry. That's why sometimes I
Oh.
shut down the camera because her story is so
Oh.
I
Yeah.
I can relate. So thank you
Well,
for.
thank you so much. I mean,
bless
this
you.
is
Bless
amazing.
you.
I kind of remember that, and I just love the fact that it mattered on that day and made a difference. And I never
Can I
forget
tell you one thing?
those. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with what she just said. I have Wi-Fi on right now in my house. I have to turn it off as soon as we're done. I do
Mm.
not live in any Wi-Fi at all. I'm that sensitive. So, yeah, usually healers. I'm going to just mention one thing. If you're really a true healer, usually also mostly all of. I mean, if you're really a true healer, I kind of really feel I am.
Yeah.
We're usually the wounded healers. We usually are the ones that have to learn from our own way. Okay. I mean, I don't have a modality, so I'm working with source creator energy. I don't have any modalities, guys. I just work with pure source and learning
Yeah.
from my own challenges. Okay. But that's usually like she said, she's a healer. I'm not surprised because that's called I consider myself a wounded healer, really.
Right.
I'm
That's the wounded
humbled.
healer's
Yeah,
journey. Yeah.
humbled.
Well, I want to go to maybe another soul healer named Rebecca. Rebecca
Yeah.
A. Rebecca, I'm sending you an unmute request, so hopefully you see it. Let's
Uh,
see. And then we got it. Okay, there you are, Rebecca. If you want to turn on your camera, you certainly can, but you don't have to. And Rebecca, what's going on? How can we help you?
I just have a lot of deep emotional issues that people have tried to remove and no luck.
People have tried to remove them. Okay, and no luck. All right. How
And
will
it's
you
kind of,
know? How will you know if they're removed for you? What would how would you feel? What would
I think
show
my
up if
luck
they?
would change all that.
Okay.
I think I'm blocked that way because they keep saying, we're going to send you this. And then it says, well, we couldn't because this blocked. But they didn't they don't go into detail.
Yeah, I'm
And
actually
people,
picking up for her that she had a shock happen in her life. That's what's coming through me right now.
several, but yes.
Did you have an accident or shock happen?
Yes, I fell.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You
And
got a distortion there. Uh-huh. Yeah, how old were you when they happened? Because I just came through me really with the
that
answer
was
came with
about 8 years ago.
8 years old? You fell off of what, a
Eight,
bike or
no,
something?
8 years ago.
8 years
In,
ago?
Eight
yeah,
years ago.
2007,
And what
What
2014.
changed? What changed 8 years ago when that
yeah.
happened? How did things change for you?
Well, at that time I was already in a bad place, so it
Made
really
it
wasn't
worse.
much different. Yeah, and then it's
It
gotten worse ever
compounded.
since.
Hmm. Yeah. Now you had childhood issues too?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what's I know you've done a lot of work, right?
all right.
It's unfortunately it does come up sometimes in layers. You know, I don't think I've ever worked with you before, but you know,
No.
clearing the biofield, clearing the static, because you are. Does anybody ever called you an old soul?
No, well, they said I've been sent down here
Well,
because I had prior,
I'm not saying
I
it,
had
but
prior knowledge of what I have to do when I get here.
yeah, because I'm getting that you carry a lot of family. You're on the right call here, because you're carrying a lot of family stuff on your shoulders. So,
Ah, yes.
she's carrying a load, you know, and a lot of her past lifetimes
Mm.
too, but a lot of her karmic stuff, which is from the family. So, my dear, I don't know how you found the call today, but you're listening here is you're in the right place.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are. So you're listening on some level, you know, because I haven't been with Darius here in a long time.
I come in here quite often. I enjoy
Yeah,
Darius's programs,
Well, thank you.
yeah.
but I've never met you.
Okay, I've been
Well,
around a long time. I just not really on the circuit too much these days. But I'm here now, and you're on the right call. And I think you're going to just be open to receive today, with your will. You know, I think you're going to receive something here. If you're, you know, start. I would say just, you know, be open to your highest good happening here today. Okay, during the whole
Thank
call.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Nice to meet you too.
It was nice meeting you too.
Yeah, I just see it a
okay.
lot compounded there.
All right, so we're gonna do a group process. So Rebecca, it sounds like she wants you to plug into that. I'm gonna go to Carolyn, and maybe we can get a little bit of a mini sample here of work. We've got Carolyn W. Carolyn,
Yeah. Hi, can you hear me? How
sure
you doing?
can.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Dawn, I love your work. I've watched, been, listened, been with your energies over the years.
Oh,
It's
thank
the
you.
first time I'm, face to face or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I want to just put it out there. I'm, up for the big changes that we're in. We're in the big swirl, and
yeah.
I've been told my voice is healing and that I can kind of guide that if I wanted to, or that's what I could be doing. But I also just trained as a Rahani practitioner.
Oh,
I
cool.
learned about that.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm, and I'm totally with you on getting, the heart, using this heart that we have to heal. So, and to help and to
Oh,
bless,
I feel that with you. Where's the
So
pain coming from? I could feel that with you right now.
yeah, pain. I've got it in my knees, my hips, my ankles, my shoulder. Yeah.
Jerry, do you want me to just kind of do a little sound? The
Yeah.
thing with what I want to be truthful, everybody. Because I'm normally not in video. Darius, when I do work with somebody, I do turn off the video because I have to stand up.
Go
Is that
ahead.
okay?
Yeah,
And
that's fine.
then I'll
Yeah.
come back to video. Okay. So
Thanks.
let me get your name. First name is sweetheart.
Is Carolyn, and you know what? I've been diagnosed with osteoporosis, and I really am just I'm
Okay.
nervous about that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's just do what you need right now. I'm gonna go. I'll call it a biofield attunement for you, but I actually feel like you have some really deep pain that needs to be worked on. And I'll, dude, are you aware of this pain, or is it something you've been feeling your whole life?
Probably my whole life. There's
Yeah.
so much that I've just pushed it down and done
Yeah.
addictive
Okay.
things to cover it. Yeah.
I get it.
I'm off
My
of that. I'm
girl,
off of that stuff
I
though, but yeah.
well, we work in the moment because what I do is I work what you're ready for right now. So I'll tune
And
into you on a soul level, and then we'll
okay.
just kind of go from there. You ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay,
And
Darius, I'm
Carolyn,
going to take my video off for just a minute.
okay. I'm gonna ask Carolyn something real quick. What level is this discomfort at right now, Carolyn?
Right now it's really at a 5. It's not crazy.
It's not like flared up, but it's a 5. Okay. Give
Yeah.
us a reference point. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, my dear, just sit. I'm standing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'll get myself positioned here. Yeah, I always stand. So let's just receive this right now. You have a lot of love coming to you. Are you single or married?
I'm married, but I live separately from my husband.
Yeah, it's just something, there's just not really happening there. Okay, let's just bring, again, I'm going to make popping sounds here, guys, and it's going to sound kind of humming, but don't worry about my voice. It's a voice, it's everything that's underneath it that's helping you, okay?
Yes.
So ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's just bring in some sound and light. I'm going to make a loud sound here. Huh, huh, huh. Opening up those channels above the center, energy center up to the divine. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Because you're really bogged up. So you got like a stream of energy coming through. You actually are carrying some biofield ancestral energy kind of bogged up. So I'm going to work in your biofield as well. Okay.
Yes.
Just let it come up and out. You're gonna get dizzy maybe for a minute. So if it's dizzy, stay seated, please.
Okay.
Well, that's coming up from your lower energy centers. I don't know if you have issues with your digestion, but lots coming out right now. So let's go let that freely come up as I'm going to work around your bowel field as well. Clearing the heart walls. Heart walls are things that you have an ancestral heart wall. Okay, that's that's another one, Darius. She has an ancestral heart wall. I'm going to clear that now. It's from your mother's side, 3 generations. Can you feel that lifting?
Yes.
Bringing love and light to every age of you from birth to adulthood right now, so we can update your records so you know who you really are versus who you've been shown and told in this lifetime. Updating your records, your inner child, so they get it. Very good. Excuse me. This is live. Just take a deep breath. I'm not done yet. How's that starting to feel?
I feel so much lighter. Thank you.
Well, I'm just moving, like you got a lot of things hitting you. You got this lifetime, you come in with karmic energy yourself from past lifetimes. Then you got this heavy ancestral energy as well. So, I'm just trying to give you a space to breathe right now and update your records, because you've really been carrying a load, and I'm so sorry, but you're on the right call here. Let me just do a little bit more bringing your soul energy in, okay?
Yes, please.
Down to your feet. Getting the flow going around your bowel field, the static, clearing that static. Do you feel that's just like lighter, getting more expansive? More of your soul's energy coming into your feet, which is your personal power. Good. Okay, take a deep breath and tell me how that's starting to feel. It's going to work with you for a while. This is not, this is like a activation and clearing, but it doesn't stop because we stop. Okay.
Yeah. I feel so much. I feel like you've unplugged things, and that I feel the swirling in a beautiful flowing way. And I do know that there's more to go.
Oh yeah.
I feel very opened up, and I really feel what you've been doing. I really feel it. So thank you.
Well, I'm working with you on a soul level too, because like I said, I have to be invited and allowed to do that. I have to be allowed to do the shifting, because there's always wisdom and everything, that we're here for a physical experience. Our soul is in our physical bodies to have a physical experience in this lifetime. So I have to make sure that I'm allowed for your highest good. But yeah, that thing's moving for you. So, stay with us for the call.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. But I'm glad that was able to help you, because you were really bottled up.
Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. So grateful.
Carolyn,
I am so grateful.
How's your body feeling now?
I feel so much lighter, and I'm smiling, and
oh my God, soul connection.
Yeah. I feel,
it's
and
a soul connection.
Near tears at this point, for good tears,
Wow.
So thank you.
Thank you. Can you feel into, you said you were at a 5. Can you feel into
kind
of where that is now?
I'm like at 2, I guess.
2?
I mean, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it'll get to 0 in a moment.
Maybe
That's
0.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bless you. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. Me too. Thank you.
Oh,
Bless
thank you, Carolyn. Yeah, and we got more. We got more. Yeah, she's beautiful. You can feel that energy. It's like interesting with people. I know you sense it probably more than me, Dawn. you can feel like how it's just bubbling out after that activation and that
Yeah,
work you did. And you also said you could see some
I can
ancestral
see it.
stuff in there.
I can see it. Yeah,
And this is where I was trying to get to in the beginning of the call, which was you found something in you that was like your gateway, your portal to
yeah,
that self, that version of you that was embodying your full light. And this is what you do with
yeah,
people is you help open that up through the sound. Um, I want to
yeah,
do something really great that's going to happen for everyone because we had so many people with their hands raised on. We're going to be doing this biofield attunement for the new earth frequencies and something that is called an accelerated wealth alignment. So this is going to be
yeah.
focused on kind of the new year 2026 wealth.
Yes.
Share what we're going to do. It's going to be for everybody here. What is this about? Tell us about it, and then we'll
Oh,
slowly dive into it.
well, you'll probably be talking about that in the future in 2026 because there's more frequency upping the
Yeah,
game here.
we may have
So
to
I'm
come
getting I'm
back
getting
and yeah.
like streams of it right now to kind of get people ready for the new frequencies that are coming in.
Right.
So this is kind of like, preparing the canvas or the foundation so you can
Mm,
actually hold it. So you can hold it, not just have a feel good moment. We want to sustain it and hold it in our being so we can hold the frequencies. That's where I'm good at. I'm all about meeting people where they're at because you can have all these great high vibrational uh, activations, but if you can't hold it, it's a feel good moment and then it goes away. So I don't believe in that. I believe in that we got to be able to sustain it. So I'll be kind of preparing in the campus today and the foundation of us. Okay, guys, and of course this is going to help if you have some distortion in your biofield. Okay, I think it's going to be great.
okay.
Yeah, it'll kind
So
of clear you
everyone,
up, guys.
and we're going to clear you up. So everyone here, I know we got a number of people listening in on YouTube and
Oh,
Facebook.
cool. Yeah.
But we're going to cut the stream for the social folks. And if you haven't listened to us directly on our Zoom, you're going to want to click the link in the description and join us live every day. So you can be one of the people that can raise their hand and we can help. So what we're going to do for everyone listening on the social sites, I'm going to cut the stream. You're going to want to go to the page in the description to get the full interview. It'll be posted tonight. For everyone else here on Zoom in our own little UWalt family, Don, let's get
Okay.
started.
Okay, I'm going to take my video off. Okay. I have to stand
Okay.
for this. Is that okay?
You know,
Is that okay?
whenever guests take the video off, I am so curious. I'm like, gosh, I really want to see what they're
I
doing.
know,
But
but
I
because I have
know
this, it doesn't look good with my
it's
legs. And I'm in
okay.
Hawaii,
No,
guys.
it's
I'm wearing
okay.
I'm wearing shorts.
It's okay. I'm just saying it makes me so curious to like what's really going on. But that's okay. We're gonna feel what's
I'm
going
in my
on, and that's what's
shorts and my
important.
flip flops right now, guys. I don't care. I don't hide anything. Okay, I'll be right back. I love you guys. Okay, let me do that. Okay, let's get into a quiet place, everybody, to receive. And I know that some of you guys might be multitasking, asking you to come into this place of now, place of receiving. Hopefully, you're not driving a car. The energy of light has changed a lot through me within the years of being here. It's a lot more gentler, but much more powerful. So it's not going to jolt you or anything. But let's just close our eyes for everybody for just a moment so we can kind of get ourselves from the mind into the body, mainly into the lower abdomen, below the belly button. You put your hands there if you like or not. It doesn't matter. Just to close your eyes, everybody, just come into the two and now so we can actually tune into this high frequency of light of divine that runs the whole world, whole universe, created us, created all of us. Let's take a nice, easy breath, everybody. Let's just bring us from the mind into the body. Nice, easy breath of white light, everybody, into your lower abdomen. And exhaling it out easy and effortlessly. Just nice and easy. Okay. Nice, easy breath, everybody, of white light. If you don't want to use white light, it's fine. I like to use white light because it's cleansing. Cleansing. Nice white light into your lower abdomen. And exhaling it out easy and effortlessly, everybody, on the out breath. Nothing forced. We're not doing breath class here. This is just a nice breath into the body. A lot of us shallow breathe. Just opening ourselves up. We're going to open up the central channel here in just a minute. Let's take a nice, easy breath of white light, everybody, into your lower abdomen, and a nice ha breath on the out breath to really release some stress and tension. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top of your head, guys. I'm going to make some word sounds, some different sounds, some yelpy sounds, who knows. And we're going to open up those channels up to the divine first. And I'll be doing some different work around your body. So be aware that everything is going to be going up into the light. I will end this activation with grounding you guys, so you won't be feeling dizzy, but you may feel dizzy for a while. Okay, heads up. Just stay seated or lying down is fine. Let's begin right now. Huh. That was really deep. Okay, you might have felt that. Some of you guys are sensitive. Some of you guys might not feel. Please trust in the process. Okay. Well, if you don't, just trust. Okay. Thank you.
Bam.
That's what it does. It just throws it out. Getting energy moving. You might feel that I'm going to be expanding our central channel today and a little bit around in the inside of our body, because a lot of times our central channel is like the size of a pencil. It's not really enough to bring in light, and we're preparing ourselves for the 2026 energies of the new earth. So we're going to reopen ourselves, just what you're ready for today in your central channel, guys. Okay. And you might have some emotion come up with this too. So I'm going to give you a heads up, guys. You may have some emotion come up after this for the next 2 to 3 days. It's ready to come up. You're ready for it. You might feel it. Please do not get caught into it. If you do feel emotions, please drink some extra water is my recommendation to move the energy out. Okay. Some of you will, some of you won't. Like taking the sludge out. Going through your central channel right now, everybody. It's like the rotor-rooter. I call myself the energetic rotor-rooter, clearing out the heavy density, the sludge. I'm going to be working around your body right now through the biofield, clearing static on the line, what you're ready for today, because, you know, static comes up at times, and what you're ready for. So let's see what you feel around your body. You might feel after this, like you might be able to breathe a little deeper, everybody. Not so shallow breath like you've been feeling, because, you know, a lot of us don't even know that we have distortion around us. Let's start clearing that right now, whatever you're ready for today, everybody. Excuse me. It's getting deep. So that's why my voice is getting kind of deep. Any distortions that are there with your ancestral might be knocking on you. Just a little kind of at a foundational level working here, just clearing whatever's ready to be cleared today. Get things moving for you. And that will also help you with abundance as well. If your energy is stagnated, that also affects our abundance, right? Everything's moving up and out. I'm around your body, everybody. Ah! Okay, there was entities. They're gone. Clearing it with the highest vibration of light from the divine creator, source creator. Nothing can stay in the highest vibration of light. If you had ancestral entities, those are leaving too. Clearing the field, really nice. Preparing ourselves so we can actually sustain higher vibrations of light. Clearing the channels, working on the foundation. Bring in more energy of light to your feet. So I'm going to bring it in, down to your feet. Your soul's energy as well, guys. Your higher self coming in from your crown. Connecting in with your higher self, even stronger connection. nice stream. More of you. More of you. Filling up the empty spaces and places. More of you, more light. What you can handle. Let's just keep our eyes closed for a moment as energy is coming in. Take a nice, easy breath into your lower abdomen, everybody. And let it come in and exhale and get out easy and effortless. On the out breath, become aware, everybody, of the tingling sensation coming from your crown, energy of light coming through your central channel, all the way down through both of your legs, thighs, your knees, your legs, strengthening your legs to stand firm on planet Earth, like your tree trunks, your feet, down your feet, anchoring this beautiful white light like a white grounding cord down the bottom of your feet to Mother Earth. Coming through your arms and your fingertips as well. Beautiful. Let's take one more nice, easy breath. Energy's coming and settling. Nice, easy breath into your lower abdomen, everybody. And exhaling it out. On the out breath. Slowly come to and now, rubbing your eyes if you need to. Let's take a nice, easy stretch up to the sky. Nice stretch for the day, lengthening our spine. And a nice how breath on the way out, on the out breath. Ah, beautiful. Let's just sit with that for a minute. See how you're feeling. And if you're multitasking, you might not feel it quite strong, but you will feel it later today. So thank you for allowing me to share, everybody.
Wow. Is anyone else just feeling like this big relaxation? It's almost like everything is just kind of melting. The first like high pitch and then the one where you said something about entities or whatever, it's like I felt kind of like I was very perked up, and then all of a sudden it's like I feel like part of me just kind of melted away. It was like melted into butter. And then now I'm just like this big buttery pool of goo just sitting here going, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Let me just sit here.
Yeah.
I need a big beanbag chair. I need a big beanbag chair to just like veg out, for the rest of the day. It just feels so like, let me know, anyone else feeling that? It just feels like just kind of like my energy field just kind of can relax.
Well, it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade, guys.
Yeah.
So please give it a few days, because this is it's like I worked on the foundation and expanded you a little bit. So some of you guys are going to feel this differently.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it might have a little, like I said, a little upheaval too for a few days. If you got some trauma that's going to be releasing because it's stored and it's ready to come up. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be for everybody, but just be aware and allow it to leave with love.
Well, they love you, Don. I got to tell you, we're getting tons of comments coming in, so we're going to let people kind of come back and share. Yeah, it's very interesting what I see happening with folks. I'm going to share some of these. So we saw with one of our guests, I think it was Carolyn, that the energy dropped, right? The pain energy from like 5 to 1. This space of calm, this space where you're not running the ancestral miasms, This is
Yeah.
where you actually rebalance your body. People are like, well, how do I shift this? It's like, actually from here. This is
Yeah,
where
it's a sweet spot. This is a sweet spot.
this is what I call neutrality, or what I used to do in
Yeah.
my healing work, time zero, where you're
There you
not
go.
in time plus or time minus, right? Because the past is depression, the future is anxiety, but the present is power. Like, this is where we're all in power. So just feel into this is where you want to stay. And I know there's more things to work on. I know Don can look into
Yeah,
your body
sure.
individually, but I just want to share this is a great reset point. Let me share some of these. I can't even keep up. There's so many coming in. You almost like my new computer because you're blowing up my maybe the old computer had stuff, but that's why I had to leave. Oh my God, I can't even keep up, Don. The comments are coming in so
Oh, bless you
fast.
guys. Bless you all.
Lydia, I'm gonna read them fast.
Okay.
Lydia, deeply relaxed. My nervous system feels totally reset. Says Lisa. Hot hands again. I felt my main channel was blocked. Wow, with a heart wall on her mother's side. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Clearing that. Full body sweats, says iPhone user 137. Relaxed, buzzing, eyes ringing, ears ringing, eyes watering, fingers tingling. Awesome stretch. I can feel buzzing in my head, says Rebecca. I feel a tingle in my heart. My body feels pleasantly warm, says Aria. Yes, super relaxed, says Anna. Martine, I need a hammock. Wow. Amita, I started tapping my head during the meditation. She's wondering, that has never happened. What does it mean she started tapping her head? I think this is your
Oh,
body's own, just like,
yeah.
hey, open the door.
You know what?
Open the door.
I
You're
have
here.
people who jerk their bodies around. I have people hiccup.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of stuff that your body does.
I mean, in this space, you're now open to kind of do things. Maybe you're not, I don't mean like go do something crazy,
Yeah.
but I mean, if you're getting called to like rub a part of your body, you're getting called to tap, you're getting called to just be, that's your divine wisdom telling you something that maybe you haven't been open to before. Annette Scott, my whole spine loosened. Wow.
Oh, great.
Did
Yeah.
anyone have reduction of something in the body that they didn't want? I want you to think about grief, discomfort,
Yeah.
tightness. Did anything shift like that? Let us know, folks. My whole nervous system is reset. I think I read that one. I had a spasm. No,
Yeah.
spasma
Jerking
the
is
whole
good.
time, shaking. Wow,
Yeah. No, that
interesting.
shaking is good.
Feels
That's
like
really
a,
good.
a real energy luxury spa. I can't even keep up, Don. I gotta tell you, this is the most active comments
I
I've
love you
seen in a
guys.
long time. I mean, they love you. Oh my gosh. I felt beautiful energy flowing down. Now, this is Heather. She's amazing. Felt beautiful energy flowing down my back. I felt a warm, tingling pressure of energy on my crown. Just a split second before Dawn mentioned working on the crown. She always feels stuff too, right before. She's so plugged in. I felt tingling on my legs, my feet. Wow. Before Dawn even mentioned it. Yeah, just amazing. Wow, this is a blowout. And they're coming in. So, Don, anything you want to share just about kind of what you saw or felt in the bot? Wow, how in the
Yeah.
world did 20 minutes just go by? Either we just started it like at 50 after. Now it's
Oh,
8.
really?
We started it
Wow.
like, yeah, this was
You know
18
why?
minutes.
We're
Yeah,
working because we're working
time
beyond all
zero.
time, space,
That's right.
dimensions, and realities. That's when I work. I work beyond all that.
I always called it non-polarity time zero.
Well, you got it. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you get into what I used to tap into or used to teach was that at this place you don't age, you don't necessarily
No.
get into the gravitational pull that wears down humanity. You are in the infinite space. This is where you
Yeah.
want to live from. A lot of people call this a still point. Paul Weisbart used to say this is a still point, space between the breath, space between time. This is where any timeline is possible, guys.
Yeah.
This is where you can go in and you can access wisdom that you may not ever have thought was yours. You may be even able to teleport, go out of body, travel into other dimensions, receive psychic
Oh,
wisdom.
yeah.
This is the whole kit
Yeah.
caboodle. This is where you want to be. So
It also is a place where you can access your ancestors' gifts. It's a place where you can actually receive the positive gifts of your ancestors. I'm not talking about the negative part of your ancestors, because we do have needy ancestors. Okay. So I'm talking about the positive part of your gifts. Maybe you don't even know that this, when you really work in the field of what I work in with the biofield as well, it really opens yourself up to your true gifts in this lifetime, even gifts you might not even know you have, but your ancestral inheritance, I call it in some ways. It's really awesome. Yeah.
I want to
Yeah. I
talk
call
about
it
the
ancestral
ancestry.
inheritance, you know.
Amazing. We're gonna keep diving in with folks, and we're gonna do some rapid fire Q&A as well towards
Yeah.
the very end. So if you've had a question or you want Don to do like a quick look inside, I know we didn't get to too many callers today. Keep sending in those questions. Don, this ancestral energy I want to mention is something you're going to be working with.
Uh-huh.
And we've got some pretty cool things that you're doing. So I
Oh
want to
yeah.
share a little bit of that. If you want to support Don's work, or you want to find
Yeah.
out a little bit more about kind of what's under the hood or behind the curtain of where Dawn is taking this, let us know. Do you want to hear a little more? Because we're going to talk about kind of what she's uncovered and what she's put together to help folks really shift for 2026. I always say, like, when our guests come on and they share so much love, it's kind of like our return to support their work, or at least hear where it's going. And Don, this has been going just in amazing places for you. And I want to talk about what you're doing. It's something all new, and it's going to be all about moving these ancestral energies. And I'm going to share a little bit about it. We've got something really special here, and it is at the page uwealthrevolution.com/Don30. And my machine's actually going to open this up here. I want to show folks kind of what's going on. This is some of your work on the ancestral energy, and I want to share a little bit about what's going on. It's called Ancestral Block Removal. Receive your birthright. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/Don30. This is an amazing graphic. So I got to send love to Michelle, who's just an absolute master at sort of embodying the energy of these pages. Tell me what is going on as we kind of start to look into what is the ancestral block removal protocol.
Oh, it's working. It's what we're ready for right now. But we're going to be working on basically like, I mean, if you get into the modules here in a minute, I mean, there's like very specific modules that we'll be working in. I work really deep. These are all MP3 form. So I'm going to be offering other work too, like remote work and stuff like that too. But basically, this is going to go in and really help you really upgrade yourself. Okay, because we really do need to clear distortions and miasms and all that stuff. Okay, because it's really what we're ready for right now. I'm bringing this now because humanity is ready for this work now. Okay, as far as working with our ancestral line, upgrading ourselves and clearing distortions and whatever else that's happening with you. Everybody's going to be different, but when we're working with source creator energy, even in my MP3s, my
Amazing.
recordings.
Yeah.
It goes with everybody. Okay, the good thing about my work, since I don't work with the modality, I work with pure energy of the divine. It knows where to go with all of you guys, and it's amazing because even when you listen to my recordings and you come back to my recording maybe another time, it's going to feel a little different. You know, it's going to be whatever you're ready for in that moment. So, you know, uh, just be aware of that. It's really going to help catapult you forward in not just now, but beyond this time right now. And it's really going to help you in a lot of ways. You know, it's going to help your health. It's going to help a lot of issues that you might have been dealing with for years. I'm not saying all health issues are stemming from this, but I'm going to say something. This really is a hidden thing that's happening, that's been happening even in my own life until I knew how to work with this.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried other things and things just come back, or things just seem to maybe get a little better, but you still have the issue. And I really feel like working on these deep levels in our ancestral lines in our biofield is really going to help fine tune you. So if you do have other stuff going on, maybe you do have physical issues that are from something else. This is really going to give you more clarity, but it's also going to open you up to receiving more. You know, a lot of us are blocked in. It's like almost like opening up to more of life's fluid music and dance, opening up to the greater gifts of the creativity in our lives and gifts of our ancestors that we might have blocked inside of ourselves. You know, some of us might know our gifts, but I can tell you something. My gifts have changed a lot over the years. I don't get caught into saying I am just a sound healer. No, it opens you up to so many. I mean, universal energy is so expansive,
Yeah.
you know, guys.
And
you know,
I see that, you know, in the image that Michelle created. That's how amazing this all kind
yeah,
of comes together is, you know, this like
yeah,
inheritance, this divine inheritance is for you. It's not your ancestors' energy that
right.
you want to be carrying, maybe
No,
the lessons, but not them. And so if you feel like there's a recurring pattern that never seems to allow true success or joy, this is going to be looking
yeah.
at what is called a miasm distortion
Oh, yeah, definitely.
through these biofield tunings to return to your soul's original blueprint. And you got stories. Don helped me shift 10 plus years of stuck energy. Don gets people the right path. Dark energy's lifted. Soul Healing for All. We're going to share more about this. Feeling good, walking for the first time in a long time, doing a happy dance. Soul
Yeah.
healed a 30-year-old emotional wounds, cleared and shifted block energy, stagnant for 10 years. So I want to talk about
Yeah.
what you're doing, but I'm going to make note of something really cool, guys, is that if you want time one-on-one with Dawn,
Oh, yeah.
we've got that in a package B. So I want to let people know package B. Tell us about that. They're going to get
Wow, that's a rarity, by the way.
time with you. And yeah, we had to kind of,
Yeah,
we didn't
I love you.
twist your arm.
Yeah,
We begged and pleaded and said, oh gosh, people love you,
yeah.
Don. Please give us some of your time. And you agreed. So I'm going to share with everyone, if you want time with Don, go to package B. Don't even, just go right
Well, there's
here
a
and
lot there.
boom.
There's a lot
Yeah,
there.
there's a lot here.
Because you're getting this wonderful modules. I think there's like a bonus of a sleep deeper in peace.
Yeah, we're
But
going
then
to
you
go
got
through it
about
all.
we
Yeah.
are okay. So you got like 8
Yeah.
modules here.
We got 8. We'll go fast, but I mean,
Yeah.
but just to let people know, to give you kind of the lay of the land.
Yeah, yeah.
If you
Okay.
want time with Dawn, one-on-one time, that's package B. And Dawn, really quick,
Yeah.
like you just worked for a few minutes with people and
Oh,
with
yeah.
one person, but when you
Sure.
get on these personal sessions, how do they go? Kind of what happens? Give us a
Well,
little
this
bit
is
of a
this is
roadmap.
kind of an attunement session, okay? It's a high vibe attunement, okay? Because we're working with biofields. Just remember, we're working with ancestral energy, so I'm going to really go in and really align you in those sessions. I think it's going to help in every aspect of your life. Because I don't think anybody up until now has done this type of work that I'm offering with you today, and also offering a personal session on it. So,
Jeez, yeah.
it's going to be powerful because I'm going to be able to go in and actually get things moving for you and aligning you with your soul and preparing you for the new energies that are coming here in the new year as well. I mean, now, but also in the future, because I noticed that there's a lot of high vibrational, there's like a lot of people doing stuff, but you got to be able to hold this, guys, in your container, your body. And I want to make sure that you're working, everything is flowing right, and you're getting your energy and getting your biofield cleared of your ancestral distortion, opening you up to your greater gifts, opening up to your ancestral gifts if it has, whatever it is, opening up to greater abundance in your life, because a lot of this does affect your abundance, guys, when we're really stagnated and bogged down with stuff we probably don't even know what we can put a finger on, right? So I'm going to get things in your life moving for you, which will probably help. I can tell you right now, guys. Even though the energy of those sessions are short, I know I can help your physicality as far as helping you if you have a lot of pain and stuff too. Because I work fast. So even a 15-minute session with me is like eternity. So it's going to be really great. I don't offer these like only here. This is like first time I've offered anything like that for a long time. So that's going to be a
This is a
powerhouse
big deal.
session. But I also, yeah, you're also going to get another program for package B inside that it's at the end there for the source frequency field. You're getting another program on top of this. I'm
Let's
throwing
get into
it.
it. Let's get into it. Okay.
I'm going to throw that
so for people that want to kind of do this, you've got a live group call with Dawn and
Yeah.
package A on December 14th.
For A and B, right, for both.
A and B. Okay, well, let's take a look. And I'm going to just mention for people that want to grab the one-on-one time, that's in package B. There's a lot here, very massive program, and I want to walk through all these, but I'm going to go to package B because I know a lot of folks want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want time with you. This is a rare opportunity. This has been closed for a good bit, but thanks to the amazing graces of Diane and of course Dawn and the love we have, we've opened these up. And they're on phone, which is good. You don't have to worry about Zoom. And then you're going to get access to this source frequency field for a month, which is awesome.
It's worth like $200 or more. You're going to get unlimited. We're talking life-changing access to my MP3s for your soul's mission, just your whole life, all kinds of things, weight loss, everything.
Wow.
And you're also going to, sorry about that. And you're also going to have, you're also going to be in that container as far as energetic. You're going to have like energetic support. Yeah, you're going to have 30 days here with you, Darius. You're going to have 30 days starting December 5th. Starts the remote for package A and B, and then when you sign up in the source field, you're going to receive receive 30 days right away of being in the source field. Okay?
Oh my gosh, so it's like 60 days.
Yeah, you are. You're getting a mega big. I'm offering a lot here, and then you're also going to be included not only in the group call from this, but you're also going to be invited into the group call in the source frequency field. So you're going to get 2 group calls. So there's a lot there. Yeah,
Wow. So this is
explore.
package B, massive discount too for personal sessions. I got to tell you, it's a heck of a deal. But that's not the only story. Package A has a ton we're going to talk about.
Oh, package A is good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how cool. All right, let's dive into this here, because if you are feeling like something just isn't right, or you don't want to carry forward the energies you've been dealing with, or maybe in your ancestry line, there's been money challenges, there's been blocks to receiving, or maybe there's some miasm energy that you're like, you know what? I know this happened to that guy, this person, they had this karma, they had this. I don't want that.
Yeah.
We're going to be diving into that with Dawn, and she's going to be diving into help you personally. And we are talking about returning to your soul's original blueprint, right? That's the name of the game here.
Absolutely.
Get back to that blueprint that is yours. So let's go through package A as well, because there are going to be some people that they're maybe just going to want to do that. And if you get package B, you get everything on the page. So I recommend B. So there's a 1-hour live group call. What's going to happen here? This is pretty cool. It's going to be December 14th, which is coming up. But what's going to happen there, Don?
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit more alignment with you guys in the Q&A. So I'll be able to work with some callers there. Now, I just want to mention one thing with me. It may go over an hour, okay, guys? But even if I don't get to work with you, we're a group collective. So you can always tune into the healings, even when I'm on the call here today. You can tune into any of the clearings I do, even with other callers, and you get the energies. So I'm going to go deeper into just kind of making sure that everybody's aligned, because, you're going to be not, depending if you buy it today, you're not going to be in the 30-day remote till December 5th. Everybody at package A or B, okay? So with that call, I think, what is it, December 14th? Okay, so that'll be
December 14th, yeah.
And then you're going to start, if you get in package B, you'll be in the source field energy right away. So it's kind of confusing here. I'm sorry.
You don't have to wait. No, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's a lot there. Yeah.
You got one level of support, and then you have like a little more support plus one-on-one time.
Yeah,
and
just
that's
get feedback
okay.
and see where you're at, because you know what, I might have to do some adjustments, depending, everybody's going to be different, but at least I'll get to be more or less connected with you guys more on the group calls. I don't do a lot of group calls either. So I just want everybody to know that, in case we get a lot of people here, I'm being realistic. I probably won't get everybody, but you can always receive the group energy when I'm working with the one-on-one. So you're never left out. Okay. So, but that's going to be really powerful. And that's already scheduled on the 15th. So, and that's for package A and package B. Everybody will be on the call.
Great. And
then really powerful. Yeah.
You've got some individual package options here, or package pieces. Item 2 is a sacred container for your divine birthright. Let's go through these relatively quick. I know there's a ton here. I don't want to discount it in terms of like how much is here. But tell us real quick.
Covered.
I want to go through each one, but tell me about this. What is this container for your divine birthright? How do you describe that?
Yeah, it's just to help you receive deeper, comprehensive biofield tunings in that one. So it's really to help you on so many deeper levels, understanding, and just kind of opening up to deeper experience of soul felt connection.
Well, we've talked a lot about, Don, kind of there is always this distortion that's around us. And if we can't, I mean, not always, but let's just say like we're in a lot of distortion, we're picking up on stuff. If we can get into that sacred field, kind of like we did during this activation, where we're in that time zero, we're in that place where there's nothing kind of pulling at us, we can remember, we can download, we can activate, we can feel into what those are. And so what are our divine gifts? What is our divine inheritance? And that's so important.
Well, we start feeling more of us. The problem is most of us are walking around, Darius, we're so covered and we don't even know what we are. We don't even know what we feel like, because we're feeling everybody, the world, our families, energy floating around within our being. And it really gives you a sense of clarity and really helping you, not say that we're not connected with our loved ones, please don't get me wrong, but it's really gives you a sense of your true you and who you are. And when you really know who you are, you have your choice of, clearing out whatever you want on your own. So I'm empowering you by just doing this work of clearing not even your biofield, you'll be cleared out on all levels. So you can start feeling your true self. Okay, guys, and that really is a lot of peace, because, when you get bogged down with one thing and then, you get a distortion here in the biofield, and then you have distortion in your physical body, because you had to give you an example here, Darius. like a car accident or an accident a while back, and then you had surgeries on top of that, and you got all kinds of stuff floating around there. You know, you might even picked up on the doctor's energy, and that's still floating around
Yep.
your energy field. And then you might have ancestral energy in your. So you know, we got to work on that. We need to really align you to your true self, bring in you more of your light, and this is going to really help you really raise your frequency and really bring in more of who you truly are and open yourself up to feeling good in your body, guys, so you can actually like want to, you know, engage more in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's nice to have all the gifts, but if you feel horrible, I mean, who wants to go out and, you know, help others when you could barely even get out of bed or get off the couch all the time because you're in such fatigue or pain all the time. So I'm trying to help you get beyond. I'm not saying you're going to be over it, but at least clearing yourself so you can actually feel truly you is so important. Okay. And I do that really quickly, you know. So
Absolutely.
and it's gonna
We're
be like
gonna
a life-changing thing. It'll be life-changing for you guys.
let's talk about the next one, or the next piece. This is letting your ancestral heritage take root in your
What we got?
psyche.
Item what? Three?
Item 3. Tell me about this one.
Well, it's just gonna help really clear deep fears
Hmm.
and really deepen your center, living more in your center. This is really going to go in more here of helping you with the miasmatic distortions that you might be
Okay.
having,
Okay.
and really your it might be really disrupting your health too, and really help you move forward in your life, guys, with more ease, flow,
Yes.
joy, and you know,
Item 4 is breaking free from the negative self-talk and fear. Tell me about this one. I mean, this is
yeah,
a big one, right? We all have this kind of, well, I mean, we may be hearing voices, you know, it's just a good point. That could be an ancestral miasm, like, you know, you're not gonna be able to do it. Or could be something worse, very negative energy, right? Like something not of this love vibration, right? It's a lot of reasons
well,
for negative self-talk.
it's going to really help you come into more of you, and it's also going to help you enjoy a deeper, more satisfying connection with yourself, guys, and Mother Earth. You know, a lot of us aren't even connected to Mother Earth or the
Mm,
Creator energy. You know,
yeah.
so
Wow.
it's really going to kind of open you up to the more vastness where, you know, you're talking about abundance here, okay, guys, and there's a universal abundance energy. But if we're just living in this cocoon or our shell of safety, and we're not really open, you know, maybe we're just in a lot of fear. You know, this is really going to help clear out some of that too, that unconscious stuff that you might be carrying, that you can't open yourselves up to receiving more, you know, more flow. It's more universal flow, guys. Okay, because universal flow will come in when we allow it. It's like not that you're like some person brings in more and you don't. It's just really what you're consciously or unconsciously or subconsciously attracting in your life. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to clear these. We have to clear these distortions, I call it, or whatever it is, miasms, whatever it is, your belief system. So it's going to work on many different levels. Okay, guys.
Item 6 is about harnessing the energy potential of new beginnings
Are
in
we
the
on 6 now
biofield.
or 5?
Well, we're jumping because of time, so I want to get to some
Uh,
questions. We got so much to cover. So
okay.
this is about new beginnings, which I know at this time of the year, people start thinking about the next year. I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you really quick, Don, do we carry maybe the harmonics of past events in our field? So
Absolutely.
we
Absolutely.
suffer a financial setback, relational breakdown, and then maybe there's a new opportunity or there's a new love. And then it's like, oh, we start to replay that. So how do you have a new beginning if you're replaying the same soundtrack of the past? And it's
Yeah.
not just in your mind, it's in the entire field of reality you're occupying. And that that seems like a broken record, I'm sure, for most of us that we've probably experienced.
Yeah, just clear deep in the heart in this one, which is really
Yeah.
deep. And I want to mention heart walls, or I don't talk about it a whole lot, but that's also covered by ancestral heart walls. They can come up at any time in your life. You're going to have this recording for the rest of your life, which is a value. You could download this to your cell phone if you
Wow.
want to listen
Wow.
to it. But heart walls can hit us at any time. Okay, so that's why I made these as recordings, because you could go back to this, because a lot of times I know, like when I have a heart wall, it does affect my flow. Okay, but I also know right away how to work with it and clear it so I could get the flow flowing again. Okay, so this is a really
Wow.
good one for that as well. So Yeah, and just remember, it's an MP3. I think my MP3s are really short. Like you don't have to worry, guys. I don't do an hour MP3.
There's
We're
no
talking 10.
introduction. It's just boom,
No,
boom, boom.
because I'm not. I know that our time is valuable, and I know you
Yeah.
guys just want to get to nitty gritty. So
Yeah.
you just listen to it, and it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes the most, and you're done. Okay, and you'll feel it. Okay, and then you go about your day and you drink some extra water if you need to, because you might be doing a little detox, especially if you have heart walls. Okay, so that's a really powerful one. Okay.
I love it. Well, I'm going to share package A is deeply discounted. It's 127. There's a lot more here. Journey into deep peace activation. There's also very importantly removing trauma patterns passed down, and especially the ones that kind of make us have these weird outcomes we don't want. We want to release as much of that as possible. Balancing your masculine and divine feminine energies, awakening the true expression of your heart. That's item 7, harnessing the energy and potential of new beginnings. A lot here. And I love it. And then if you want to go even further, grab package B. You're going to get time with Dawn, which is going to be just amazing. And that's not very much more. It's only like $50 more. You're going to get an opportunity to be with Dawn. Yeah. And you're going to get 1 month in the source frequency field. And you're going to get 30 days of remote energy work. And we have a bonus for everyone that orders between now and Sunday at midnight.
Actually, you're going to get like 60 days of remote work because they're going to be in the source field. So they're actually getting double whammy. Yeah.
Double whammy. But you're also going to get everyone before Sunday at midnight. Sleep deeper in peace. Yeah. A lot of people, because of these energies, are having challenges with sleep. I hear this all the time. So it's pretty amazing. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/Dawn 30. And Dawn, what I want to do, time is flying. We're like in some time warp here.
Time flies. We're beyond it all.
Let us know, like, what is your biggest question? Let us know, guys, what's going on with you, or maybe you want to rapid fire peek. Let us know. I'll take the first 2 or 3 questions, or maybe the first 2 that pop into the chat here. Thank you for your reasonably priced packages, says Annette. Yeah, she's amazing. And she's got limited opportunity. I mean, for package B. So just guys, grab it. If you
I just want you to know that if it's booked up, you just give me a day or so to open up more. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to do my best, but I can only do so many sessions in a week. Okay. I'm being honest.
Yeah. In a week, she wants to give you everything she's got. And these are just amazing. Carolyn W. I feel like I'm on a big cloudy pillow, very relaxed. Thank you. Bless you. Wow. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. I love it. I got an interesting one here from Annette. Okay, we got some interesting things. She's wondering, Amita, she's not asking for medical stuff or anything like that. Of course, we don't give that. But she says, my heart started to pull outwards after my awakening. She says, of course, I have no medical condition, but is that a heart wall? Like when the heart's pulling outward, I'm wondering about that. What's going on?
She might need a little rebalancing too, we go through, I mean, I do know, being on this spiritual journey, one of my work is really important because I really can help people rebalance, especially when you're raising frequency. A lot of us are on the spiritual fast track, and we're really raising our frequencies pretty quickly. Even myself lately, I mean, I'm a whole different person than I was a year ago. Okay, I'm not even the same person. And I do know that my body at times does need a little bit of balance, and you can feel it out, what kind of balance you need, if it's physical balance or energetics. But I'm really good as far as even my MP3s will help balance the heart. If there's a heart wall, that could be a heart wall, but it also might just be that she maybe released a lot in the heart, and just maybe just needs a little balancing. Is she there now?
Amita, she's there now. Yeah.
Let me just give her some energy in her heart. Okay. All right. Can she receive this?
Yeah. And then I got a question.
Amita, where's Amita? Yeah, feel this, Amita. Yeah, sadness there, my dear. I want to stay on cameras because you're always curious, Darius, what I'm doing.
Oh, you're on camera. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't take myself up. No, because this is easy for me. Where's Amita? Her inner child was a little bit age 5, just helping the inner child right now. Talking to her, telling everything's okay. Sometimes the inner child needs a little talk. We're on this journey, because sometimes they kind of like need to know everything's okay. Nita, to your feet now. Good.
Wow.
So Nita, take a deep breath and tell me if you can feel that. Or let Darius know. Amita.
Yep. We'll see if she can write in.
Yeah.
she's kind of
Her 5-year-old was having an issue. I'm sorry, I work with the inner child as well. I cover
okay.
everything. Yeah,
Oh,
her
really?
5-year,
Okay.
I'm not surprised. We're raising frequency. Sometimes our inner child
Wow.
does need to know where everything's okay. Because they're not used to change, especially when
I've
we're
got
changing.
Yeah. As Amita's writing in, I got a question from Eileen. She said, I actually bought package B. And I got some response back from Amita. Amita says, thank you. I feel energy moving
Oh,
towards my throat.
good. Yeah,
Very good.
good.
Okay. Aline just bought package B. I can see a bunch of folks diving in here. Will this help with bound fascia that limits movement? We haven't talked about fascia much, but
Oh, fascia, yeah.
fascia. Okay. So tell us about that because Eileen is now one of your clients. You're going to be actually
Oh, cool.
getting a chance to work with Eileen on the fascia. But what would you do with Eileen and what would you say about fascia? And for anyone else, grab it. Yeah.
I will give people an opportunity, but just know because these are already geared towards really aligning you with the new frequencies in your. I will ask you, fascia. We store a lot of stuff there. Okay, so I will. I'm really good as far as releasing fascia. Okay, and that also we store a lot of our trauma in our fascia too, and that's not good. Okay, because it could be compounded for your. So yeah, fascia. It's some people like to get physical work, body work. I do. I like my work with fascia as well. It depends on what you're guided to do. Some people like massage. I personally know that I get to the root cause, that I can move the fascia, I can loosen it up, and whatever's underneath the fascia will release. And that includes a lot of times, I can tell you, Darius, 9 times out of 10, it's also a lot of times is always a trapped emotions underneath that.
Okay.
Okay. Or you might even have I could get really technical here. You can even have some kind of synthetic chemicals as well. So
with Eileen, as you dive in with her, you're gonna get to see.
I will get things moving.
Yeah, you'll get things moving. So that's why you may want to get package B because it can be whatever you're needing help with. I love that.
Yeah, but I'm going to really get people moving, because that's really what it's aligned with that. Because I'm precise as far as when I work. I'll tune in with people's souls on the calls, so I'm going to get information above and beyond what they know. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
I'm going to know exactly what you need beyond what you're. I mean, you could tell me, but I'm going to listen to your higher self, because your higher self will know what to get the most bang for what you're needing in that moment. Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That'd be powerful.
It is at uwealthrevolution.com/Don30. And if you're dealing with something that you want to move beyond, maybe a reoccurring pattern that never seems to allow true joy, success, or vitality, maybe it's time to look into the past or into your field. And it could be a miasm distortion or miasmic distortion. And we're going to be, of course, really proud to feature this. And Package B has personal sessions with Don Crystal, and they're going to be amazing. And people are grabbing them, and they're going to be perfect for this time in our lives where we are ready to move into the new age, right? The new cycle of humanity and not carry the old stuff forward. So, Don, I love it.
I love it too.
Thoughts or anything you want to share for people here who maybe are feeling like this could be for them, or they're not sure, or they just wonder like, why work with Don, or what's different about what you do?
I've been around a long time, guys. You followed me for years. I kind of have my own reputation, and I am really integrity. One thing I take pride in is I'm a clean, clear vessel, and I'm integrity in what I do. So you got to feel in your heart. Darius, I always say you're here for a reason. Even some of you guys just tuning in regularly, I always say there's always a reason why you're here. But I always say your heart will tell you. Your heart will always give you the expansion. Sometimes we always get beyond money or whatever. You got to get beyond that. You have to go with the expansion of your heart, because that's always your best answer. Because your heart's going to tell you, even if you don't know how to do something. Sometimes we need to trust in that a little bit more. Our heart's intelligence. Okay. So I just think that I offer a lot here, guys, and I it's and I'm offering a session, so which is very unusual.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
special. I want to
Yeah.
just say, yeah, it's a big deal. We tried to do this for a long time. So if you want to
Yeah.
grab it, I don't even know when it's going to happen again, just to be honest.
No, I don't either.
Dawn is super busy and she's, just
Very
absolutely
busy.
one of the best and the quickest. So check it out. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/Dawn30. And yeah, it's open now. I mean,
And can I
literally,
make
it's
a mention
open
on that
now.
too?
Yeah.
The sessions do need to be booked. They're not within 30 days. Even if I'm booked out for a few months, you need to book them within 30 days because I don't know what my schedule is next year. So please, guys, know that you have to
Oh,
book
wow.
within 30 days. It's important.
Yeah. So as long as this page is up, we've got like
Yes.
a window, but it
Uh-huh.
could change. So grab it now.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah, receive your birthright. I'm going to ask you real quick about that because I want to close on this
Sure.
bigger idea. I want to just close out our vessel that we open up this beautiful space. Everyone has a birthright for something. What do you feel on that? Are we born for something greater? Is this lifetime supposed to be suffering, or can we move
Well,
into maybe the higher timeline of that? So I honestly believe that everyone has choices. Like there's the lower timelines, there's suffering timelines, there's awakening timelines, there's just pure embodiment, like sort of amazing. And we now have the option to move into these
mhm.
and experience that highest birthright. What would you say about that? And maybe, anything you want
Yeah.
to share about your journey on that?
Well, I think that the work that I'm offering here is going to help you get you on your timeline of the higher level because if you're stuck in a rut, that's what happens with us. Sometimes we just get in these looping patterns and we're just living in these karmic whatever loops or whatever it is.
Yeah,
If you
karmic
can we
loops.
can clear, I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot of not just inherited energy. I'm going to get you moving on just your life. So you can actually make some choices instead of being in the suffer programs all the time. And I'm not saying
Mm.
I mean, it's not, we all have it. Okay. I'm not, I don't get off easy either here, but I just know how to work with it. But
I suffer. I just don't stay there too long now.
there
It's
you
like, oh,
go.
I'm
Okay.
suffering. Ah, well, it's gone in
Yeah.
30
But at least
minutes.
you're aware.
Let's,
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's the whole thing, guys. You don't have
Yeah.
to stay there. It's just like, but if you're there
No,
forever, it's
we
like,
just
come
have
on,
to,
that's not a place you want to stay.
no, it doesn't. But at least I know, and people
I,
know me over the years know that I'm supersonic, man. I get you
yeah,
moving, I get you moving forward here. So you at least can make some choices. It doesn't have to
yeah,
be a big choice. It could be just being happy and feeling good in your body, guys. Whatever your goals are, it doesn't have to be big. It could be just feeling good, right?
yeah.
So,
I love it.
I'm good. I could do that for you. So, I'll get things moving
Supersonic
for you.
Dawn. That's what we're going to call you.
Supersonic, yeah.
Because the sound vibrations go
Yeah,
through the physical matter. Your body is matter, everything is
yeah.
matter, and it breaks up the discordancy, that stuck energy. So yeah, Supersonic Dawn, check it out. I love it. We're having
Love
fun.
it.
And Eileen's already booked, and a lot of other
Oh,
people
thank you.
grabbing it. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/Dawn30. Very
Wow.
simple. DAWN30.
Yeah,
Ancestral block removal.
yeah,
Receive your birthright. And these are biofield tunings, so they're going into the field, the body, and Dawn's
yeah,
gonna help you one-on-one, and she's pretty amazing. So
yeah.
check it out. And Dawn, thank
Love
you for
it.
doing this. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
this.
Oh, I
Awesome.
love it. I'm so grateful and humbled to be with you, Darius. So
Oh,
grateful to be
well,
part of your soul family and be back here with everybody. It's been a while, guys, but I'm grateful to be here today serving you. Okay.
we are so grateful to have you, and we appreciate it. And everyone, just know, like, you have a divine birthright. You can do
Thank
things
you.
that you cannot
Thank you.
even imagine, right, Don? That things we couldn't even
Absolutely.
imagine are waiting for us. Just got to change the energy. 15 years ago, I never thought I'd be
Well,
doing this show. 15 years ago, I never
right.
thought
Yeah.
well, actually, I did think, but the story is, let's go back 20. Once I
Okay.
changed my energy, I actually did think. I actually role played, and I knew it was going to happen. And anything I've
Yeah.
wanted, I've known would happen if I really aligned to it. But the part of that alignment is you got to break up the stagnation, the stuff
You
that's
too.
keeping you from your truth. And there's different ways to do that. Back in the day,
Absolutely.
Don, you had to go through a lot of suffering. I had a
Oh,
near-death
oh, yeah.
motorcycle accident where I almost left the earth. I mean, I had to break my arm,
Oh my
smack my
gosh.
head,
Oh my
crash
goodness.
at 50 miles an hour to
Oh, I'm
finally
sorry. Oh my
kind of
gosh. Thank
open
God.
the egg
Oh,
and say, it's enough's
wow.
enough.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that anymore. We can move through these energy fields much easier now. And so
Yeah.
it's time. It's time. So
I'm with
thank you,
you.
Don.
Yeah, guys, I'm here to help. I'm here to serve you and feel in your heart. I'm here to serve you and you know, we'll just move forward from here. And I look forward to working with everybody who does work with me or is in the group call. I'm looking forward to this so much. Sharing these new frequencies of the new energies that are coming in even for next year. So that's going to prepare us for that. So it's going to be really exciting.
I love it. I love it. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to leave you with Dawn and Cheryl. If you have questions,
love.
and not Dawn, Diane, a lot of D's here. Darius,
Okay.
Dawn, Diane. And if y'all want to order or you're ordering, you have any questions, they're on. We love you. We honor you. Thanks for being here, Dawn. This was great.
Yeah, I loved it.
We'll see y'all soon. Thanks again. Take care, everyone.
Aloha.
You're awesome. Say aloha one more time, Dawn.
Aloha. Shaka. This is Shaka. Aloha.
Love it. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. Aloha.